Okay everyone, I'm at Goyt Valley at the moment, photographing this waterfall yet again. Lovely waterfall. And I'm doing a long exposure, and if you look you can see the vegetation. There's a bit of wind and it's blowing that vegetation about. So if I try and take a photo of the whole waterfall, all that vegetation is going to be moving, doing a long exposure, and it's all going to blur out the sides of the image. So I'm concentrating on this type of area, and then I'll be getting less of the foliage in there to be moving. Actually it'll be tighter than that because I'm shooting with the camera in portrait mode rather than landscape mode, so I'll be shooting a narrow picture, if you want to put it like that. And let's just have a look, see if I can see. Just turn this on. So I've got the ND filter on the front, which is a 10 stop. Just turn the camera on. And there you can see, that's the shot that I'm going for. You can see my settings on there that I'm using. And that's because I've got the ND filter on. I'm at 30th of a second, which I like to keep it at that because it enables me then to use the live view on the camera, and I can actually see the exposure I'm going to get. If you go over 30 seconds, you've got to start calculating your exposure. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, I do that, but in this case, with this water, 30 seconds is probably, you know, as much as you'll ever need. You could get well below that even and get a decent shot. So I'm going to press the button now. You need a really sturdy tripod if you're going to use this method. Really I should be using a remote, which I'll put on after. So I'll be taking a shot of this area there. Beautiful waterfall. It's pity about the wind actually because it's ideal conditions. It's a little bit dull. Ideal conditions for waterfall photography. You can see the red button there, we're still exposing, we've got 30 seconds. And when the red light goes, there we go. So there's my image. We'll just get back to that. See if I can turn the camera around the other way and you can see the image that I've captured there now. The water's a little bit light, so I need to check the exposure on there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the info. And I know the camera's the wrong way there, let's try and turn it round. So, if I look at this area, I can see that I'm not clipping. If I am, it's very, very slight and I'll be able to pull that back in post-editing. What I could do on the next shot is just compensate the exposure a little bit. I'll take the, not compensate, but I'll take the f-stop up slightly, higher number, smaller aperture, and that'll just give me a slightly different amount of light. It will darken the image and then I won't blow any of those highlights on the waterfall. So that's my next step. So I'm going to change the aperture. Probably see on that I'm on f6 at the moment, a fairly close f6 is fine in this situation. So I'm going to go to f7.1. Take my shot and we'll wait and see what we get.